Making $10,000 a month is the holy grail of the internet. It is the magic number that every single business guru, every teenage millionaire on TikTok, and every YouTube ad promises you. They make it sound incredibly easy. They tell you to start a dropshipping store, launch a marketing agency, or trade crypto while lounging in Bali. But if you have actually tried any of those, you know the brutal truth. It is not easy. Starting with zero capital, zero connections, and zero experience, it is almost impossible to succeed in those saturated markets on your first try. I know this because I was that person. I spent 2 years chasing the $10,000 dream, burning through my meager savings, losing sleep, and destroying my mental health. I failed at everything. And then, I discovered a completely different, absurdly simple backdoor into the creator economy. I stopped trying to build my own brand and started profiting off the attention other people were already generating. I started making short-form clips for creators selling communities on a platform called Whop. This is the complete story of how I went from broke to consistently generating $10,000 a month and the blueprint of how the attention economy works. To understand how this works, you have to understand where I started. I was caught in the entrepreneurial hamster wheel. I tried dropshipping first. I spent weeks building a Shopify store and running Facebook ads, spending $600 to generate exactly $40 in revenue. Then, I pivoted to the social media marketing agency model. I sent thousands of cold emails to local real estate agents and dentists. Nobody wanted to talk to an 18-year-old with no track record. I was exhausted. I realized the traditional online business models required upfront capital to burn and highly developed sales skills. I needed a completely different vehicle, a model that required $0 to start, where the only input was raw time and effort. That is when I noticed a massive shift in the creator space. I kept seeing huge influencers and YouTubers rapidly moving their audiences off free platforms and into gated paid groups. Almost all of them were using the exact same platform, Whop. Whop is a massive digital marketplace for communities, trading groups, and courses. Millions of dollars flow through it monthly. But the creators running these lucrative communities had a painful problem. To keep those communities growing and replace canceled subscriptions, they needed a never-ending stream of new eyeballs. They needed massive top-of-funnel traffic. In the modern landscape, the undisputed king of viral attention is short-form vertical video, TikToks, Reels, and Shorts. These creators had hours of incredible long-form podcasts, but were too busy running their businesses to edit dozens of 15-second clips every day. That was the glaring gap in the market, and exactly where I decided to insert myself. I didn't start by launching an agency or building a fancy website. I just started working. I targeted mid-level creators with 50,000 to 200,000 subscribers who were actively promoting a Whop link. They were making good money, but likely doing the heavy lifting themselves. I downloaded their videos and taught myself CapCut. For 2 weeks, I did nothing but study viral short-form content. I learned the precise anatomy of a hook, fast-paced cuts, animated captions, and sound effects. I realized the first 3 seconds are the only things that matter. So, I took a creator's 2-hour podcast, found the most engaging 60-second segment, and turned it into a highly polished clip. Then, I did something against traditional advice. I worked completely for free. I sent these creators a direct message with a Google Drive link containing 5 fully edited clips. I said, "I love your content. I noticed you have a Whop community, but aren't maximizing your reach on TikTok. I made these free clips for you. Post them. And if they drive traffic, let's talk." When you provide massive upfront value without asking for anything, people respond. Out of 10 creators, 3 replied. 1 posted the clips, and 1 specific video hit 500,000 views within 48 hours. The creator messaged me back, ecstatic. That single video drove a massive spike in profile clicks, resulting in dozens of new paying members for his community. He immediately asked my price. I had never closed a client, but I knew the extreme value I was providing. I was selling direct customer acquisition. I gathered my courage and pitched a retainer, $1,500 a month for 30 clips. He agreed immediately. Just like that, after months of failing, I made my first $1,500 online. The psychological shift was monumental. I proved I could generate real cash from a laptop. Once I had the proof of concept, it became a numbers game. I repeated the process. Within 2 months, I had 4 clients paying me between $1,000 and $2,000 a month. I was making $6,000 a month, officially replacing a corporate income just by cutting podcasts in my bedroom. But I was editing 120 videos a month entirely by myself and burning out. To hit the $10,000 mark, I needed leverage. That is when I discovered the Whop affiliate marketing model. Many creators offer generous lifetime commissions, 30 to 50% for anyone who brings a paying member. Instead of charging a flat retainer, I started creating dedicated TikTok and YouTube Shorts theme pages for specific niches. I posted clips with my custom Whop affiliate links in the bio. Now, my income wasn't capped by how many videos I could edit. If a video went viral and drove 100 people to a $50 a month community with a 50% commission, I made $2,500 a month in passive, recurring revenue from a single video. That was the explosive growth I needed to consistently clear $10,000 a month. I eventually hired 2 editors from the Philippines, building a content agency that generated revenue even while I slept. Now, let me pause the motivational story. Making $10,000 a month clipping videos is entirely possible, but it is a grueling, frustrating grind. Social media algorithms are ruthless. You will spend hours editing a masterpiece, and TikTok will give it 200 views and kill the reach. The platforms change rules constantly, sometimes flagging accounts for unoriginal content. You have to be obsessed with the craft. You cannot just slap automated AI captions on a raw video and expect a full-time living. You must understand human psychology, why people stop scrolling, and what makes them click a link. You are competing against billions of dollars of engineering designed to distract, armed only with your ability to tell a compelling micro-story in 60 seconds. But this struggle is worth every ounce of pain. Even if TikTok gets banned or Whop disappears tomorrow, the underlying skill is the most valuable currency in the modern world. You are learning the mechanics of human attention. You are learning how to capture eyeballs and direct traffic toward a conversion mechanism. That is the fundamental engine of every successful business. When I look back at my dropshipping failures, my biggest flaw wasn't a lack of hard work. It was a lack of a tangible, highly valuable skill. The money didn't come from a secret glitch. It came from identifying a massive pain point for wealthy creators, their lack of time and need for attention, and becoming the best person at solving it. The money was simply a byproduct of the immense value I injected into the marketplace. If you are overwhelmed by the business models shoved down your throat, take a deep breath. You do not need to invent software or risk thousands on physical inventory. Find someone already making money, figure out what they don't have time to do, and execute it for them better than anyone else. The creator economy is expanding exponentially. Every day, a new expert launches a community on Whop, starving for attention. The demand for high-level, short-form content drastically outweighs the supply of people who know how to make it. The digital gold rush hasn't ended. It just changed forms. The people making real money aren't always digging for gold. Sometimes, they are the smart ones selling the highest quality shovels. Human attention is the gold, and highly engaging short-form clips are the shovels. You have a smartphone, free editing software, and unlimited YouTube material. Build the skill. Provide undeniable upfront value for free. Master the art of attention, and watch how quickly the market rewards your competence. Subscribe for more life lessons, and see you in the next one.